Welcome to the Adapt and Thrive book series. Today, we're jumping right into the book Executive Workshop, Navigating the Transition to AI. We're going to focus on a really crucial part, Chapter 7, which is all about the common mistakes executives make when they try to bring in AI.
Okay, so we all hear about AI, right? It's supposed to totally revolutionize business, give us this incredible efficiency and amazing insights. But let's be real. The road to getting AI right is absolutely littered with projects that just fizzle out. So that's the big question we're tackling today. With all this amazing potential, why do so many AI initiatives stumble? Well, it often boils down to a few critical mistakes that, you'll see, are surprisingly common.
And that brings us to our first major pitfall. Honestly, it's one of the most fundamental ones. It's that classic case of having this huge, exciting vision for AI, but absolutely no real strategy to actually make it happen. Executives get swept up in the hype, but they completely miss the crucial planning part. So mistake number one is right here, lacking a clear, holistic AI strategy. See, this isn't just about going out and buying some fancy new software. It's about creating a really comprehensive plan that ties that technology directly to your core business goals. Anything less than that, you're basically flying blind. And when you don't have that strategy, you get this messy domino effect. You start seeing these random AI projects popping up all over the company, totally disconnected from what the business actually needs. These little fragmented efforts, they don't talk to each other, they can't scale up, and you just end up with a lot of wasted money and, frankly, a lot of disappointment. So, how do you actually fix this? Well, the book lays out a really clear path forward. First things first, you've got to develop a comprehensive roadmap. Know where you're going. Second, you have to make sure every single AI project is tied directly to a real business goal. Something like improving the customer experience. And third, and this is huge, get your key stakeholders involved right from the very beginning. You need to build that shared vision together from day one. All right, let's move on to the next big hurdle. Because even if you have the best strategy in the world, there's another major obstacle that can just derail everything. And that's ignoring the human element. You've got to remember, an AI transformation is just as much about people as it is about the tech.
This leads us straight to mistake number 2, underestimating cultural and organizational resistance. Think about it. You can have the most brilliant technology ever created, but if your team isn't on board, it is just destined to fail. Leaders so often forget that change can be really intimidating for people.
And the consequences here are serious. When the communication breaks down, employees start to see AI as a threat to their job, not as a cool tool that can help them. Your managers, who are comfortable with the way things are, might even actively push back against the changes. All of this just creates a total lack of buy-in that can stop an adoption dead in its tracks. The solution here really has to be human-focused. First, you need a formal change management plan. Then, you have to communicate openly and honestly about what AI is going to mean for the company and for people's roles. And maybe most importantly, you need to invest, and I mean really invest, in training and support to give your people the skills and the confidence they need to thrive with this new technology.
Hey, if you're finding these insights useful, just take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe for more lessons from the Adapt and Thrive book series. It honestly helps us a ton to keep bringing you more content just like this.
Okay, on to our third and final mistake for today, and trust me, it's a big one. It's all about the fuel that powers every single AI system out there, your data. And this is a place where a lot of executives have a major blind spot.
The book puts it perfectly. Overlooking data quality and infrastructure readiness. It's such a simple truth, right? Your AI is only as smart as the data you feed it. We've all heard the saying, garbage in, garbage out. You just can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation, and you definitely can't build a successful AI program on messy, unreliable data.
And the fallout from bad data is just brutal. Your fancy, expensive AI models are going to start churning out results that are totally inaccurate, maybe even nonsensical. Whole projects will just collapse because the data they need to survive is untrustworthy. And forget about scaling up, your infrastructure just won't be able to handle it.
So how do you build that solid foundation? Well, first, you have to make data governance a massive priority. That means setting clear rules for how data gets collected, cleaned, and managed. Next, you got to invest in building a robust and scalable data infrastructure. And this is critical. You absolutely must create a culture of deep collaboration between your business leaders and your IT and data experts. They have to be in this together. So, let's wrap this up. As we look back at what we've covered, let's chart a clear course forward by pulling together the key lessons from these common and totally avoidable executive mistakes.
When you boil it all down, a successful AI transformation isn't about just one thing. It's got to be a holistic effort. It really stands on three essential pillars. First, a crystal-clear strategy that's tied to real business goals. Second, a workforce that feels empowered and supported through the change. And third, a rock-solid foundation of high-quality, well-managed data.
Now, what we've talked about today is really just a glimpse of the key lessons from a single chapter. The book, Executive Workshop, Navigating the Transition to AI, is absolutely packed with way more detailed guidance. And don't worry, we'll be covering more of it in future explainers.
And that really leaves us with one final, big question for you to think about. When you look at your own organization, are you truly prepared to avoid these pitfalls? Are you building your company's AI future on that solid foundation of strategy, people, and data? Something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.